Doing? Welcome into Rover Sports, the show, Rover Sports Film Review. And I know that we have a lot of fans out in Houston. I really appreciate the feedback on the vids. And we're going to get started. This week, we're going to look back at the Houston Texans going to New England to face off against the Patriots. It's Brock Osweiler. It's a big spot. And unfortunately, with the knowledge that we now know, it's a very big loss. Obviously, when the best defensive player in football is not around, that's going to make Brock Osweiler's job that much more important. I still think Houston is the best team in that division. So we will see. But a lot of it still depends on Brock. He's still unproven, and the media has been slamming him for this performance. But let's dive inside of it and see what actually transpires. So we have a 3rd and 3 after a couple of runs by Lamar Miller. Osweiler in the pocket here. Looks around, and now this throw is just tremendous. I mean, it's worth highlighting how dang good this pass is. You're going to see Brock. You're going to see him look, multiple ways. See him turn a little bit, continue to turn, go back. He is late with this ball. It's just an elite level throw from Brock Osweiler, honestly, as he puts it in a spot where the corner can't get it, and DeAndre can. So, first down, and you're thinking here, all right, let's get this thing rolling. Let's get going. Remember, 4 days of prep after the Kansas City game to go ahead to New England this week. And let's see. So another run by Miller gets him a couple yards. And now Brock with protection. And that's just a flat out drop there. And that would have helped out the 3rd down, obviously. Let's see here. Osweiler. And yeah, he can't get out of that. So let's see. I think it was the left side of the offensive line. Maybe the tackle gets beat. Yes, it is. 72 gets beat there, and Brock doesn't stand a chance. So the game starts out slow on both sides. The Texans get the football back, I believe, with 10:54 in the first quarter. Yep, here we go. So Lamar Miller going to go ahead and get a couple. Not much, again, not much on the ground. New England stacking the box here. But this is a nice finish, a good run by Miller, setting up a short 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1, got to convert these things, and it looks like he's short. And oh wow, did they give it? Did they actually give him the spot? They did. They did. Wow. So that's a big break for the Texans. So here comes Osweiler, a little play action, very good protection, and there you go. I mean, that's a heck of a pass by Brock Osweiler. That's a dang good ball here. You give him some time, and you let the 6'8" guy sling the ball. I mean, that's. I mean, if he's gonna play, if he's gonna make throws like that to Will Fuller, the Texans are going to be fine in the AFC South. I'm still high on this football team. Here you see, like, when the Texans need to run the ball, you see Jamie Collins, you see Valentine, you see the Patriots guys all around. And here you see Brock kind of panic, but, his blind side was getting attacked. And you got to give Belichick credit because he didn't give the Texans a lot to throw on, meaning everything's in front of New England. You're forced to check down a lot and pick up yards this way. But this is just a play where Bill O'Brien's thinking Jacoby Brissett's on the other side, and we're going to punt the ball now. Because if he really thought that Lamar Miller was going to pick up 8 yards on this play, you got to be kidding me. I mean, this is such a conservative play not to lose call, and it ended up biting them in the rear end later in the football game. But I don't think any fan of the Texans prefers that call, or if you're a fan of any team, if you're going on 3rd and 8. So I don't think anybody prefers that. Texans get a hold, a long drive by Brissett and the Patriots. So now the Texans take over once again, or they don't. And this is what kills you. I believe you had 2 fumbles on kick returns. Oh, the Texans happened to recover, I believe. Let's see if they did or not. Oh, boy. They did it. They did it. And this drive, I believe, Belichick's going to take up all the time. And they're going to go into the second quarter with a 10-0 lead. Yeah. Second quarter now. And now Brock's in a hole and he didn't even do anything wrong. So now you're down 10-0 against a defense that's not letting anything get behind you. So that's not great. That's not great. If you don't fumble that there, you get another series. Now you're behind the 8 ball. Now you are pressing. Great coverage there by Ryan on Hop. And now it's a 3rd and 9. Let's see if they protect. And this is, a tremendous play to a guy that he has a lot of confidence in. This is a dang good throw. Like, this is exciting. You give the guy time. You let him wing the ball all over the field. Brock Osweiler is going to hurt you in the passing game. If Lamar Miller can run the football, Brock Osweiler in this passing attack can hurt. I mean, that's a throw that Hoyer's not making. It's a throw that Matt Schaub. I mean, maybe Matt Schaub in his prime could make that play. I just think Brock has a lot, more arm strength than Schaub ever did. I think it's just exciting to look at Brock. It makes an impressive throw there to Will Fuller. Geez, again with a 3rd and 5 draw play. You know what that is? It's a product of New England also, their defense. Because let's go back and see what's happening here with this draw play. The Texans have more numbers. So again, New England, what did they want to take away? They want to take away Will Fuller and DeAndre Hopkins, the deep ball, and let their D-line go ahead and get Lamar Miller. So they're keeping everything in front of them this entire game, and it's tough to continue to be patient. There you have a hold. And this one, he stared it down. Stared it down, and Collins are going to watch him. He's back there. He basically baits Brock, but he looked like initially he was going to actually be covering another wide receiver on the other side of the field. So it was a very deceptive move. So you can see, as CBS points it out too, the telecast, you could see Collins just playing center field the entire time and using great footwork. And Jamie Collins is one of the more versatile NFL players in today's game. And the guy is just so uber talented, and he's just a tremendous pickup. And Belichick is obviously using him well. Matt Patricia and Belichick, no surprise, they utilize talent well. And then Belichick, I believe, again. Well, actually, the Texans get the football back here in the second quarter, and they're driving the ball. So Texans, I think, get a stop. You see Brock kind of taking a shot there. One thing I'm gonna say is, like, these play action fakes where Brock's doing a pirouette, it takes long to actually do a 360 reverse turn, and I'm not a huge fan of that. It just takes a long time to get set. Yeah, and a lot of people have criticized that throw, but where else was he gonna go with the football? And you know what? Brock felt the rush there. His eyes didn't move that much. He didn't scan the field. In fairness, though, let's count: one Mississippi, two Mississippi, three Mississippi, four. He just seemed rushed this game, and you hope it's a product of Belichick. Because sometimes Brock will eye down one receiver like the Collins interception. So that's something to get worried about. But in terms of his physical tools and in terms of people complaining, oh, Brock Osweiler was checking down way too much and so on and so forth. It's a product, again, of Belichick. And I can't reiterate that enough. Here, I believe the Pats go on a long drive, chew up a lot of second quarter clock. And yeah, and then, of course, field position. Field position wins. You see how New England's pinning them back and then giving them underneath dink and dunk all day long. Decent run by Miller. Such a deceiving 84 yards that he acquired in this game. I was shocked. I honestly thought he only got 50 yards because Lamar Miller never broke anything off. This is a good drive. Like this is looking pretty good. Yeah. Good run by Miller, should be a first down. You're cooking here, down 10-0. Get at least 3. Try to get 7 on this drive. They just stall at inopportune times. So you look at the box score, it's a lot worse than Brock played. Like, that's fine. Taking what the defense gives you, that's nice. There's the little pirouette. Fine. Again, a little dump off there. Frustrating when you have that much time, but probably a product of just zone. And then 3rd and 2. And these plays kill you. 3rd and 1, you barely get it. And then 3rd and 2 on a drive where you're rolling. 3rd and 8, you're doing draw plays. You're simply not running the ball at inopportune times. You're getting beat on 3rd and short and 3rd downs. And with New England, it's so dang frustrating because you're not getting any plays of over 20 yards. So it's nearly impossible. It's such tough sledding. For you to score a touchdown against this defense, you have to be really patient. You have to execute all 3 plays, continue to take 5-yard dump offs. It sucks. It sucks. It's annoying. It's really annoying watching that kind of football being played. And Brissett did okay. He didn't do great. Showed some potential. I mean, he's gotten in better shape since he was at NC State. And then you have another muff, I believe. So then you give New England great field position. The Texans don't take over here until 5 minutes and 36 seconds left in the 3rd. So this pretty much ended the game. I believe that New England then tacks on 2 field goals, or they might have even scored a touchdown. Yeah, they score a touchdown, and Brock Osweiler is not even on the field. So he's down 10-0, then he steps out, and it's 20-0. And then you're like, okay, we got to freaking throw the ball a bunch. But come on, look at this by Brock. I mean, he steps up. I still have faith in the guy. I really do. And trust me, he didn't play his best game, but I know that the guy still has talent. And I'm so excited to see how he fares versus the Titans. I think they have the Falcons on their schedule. Their schedule's totally manageable. They go to Indianapolis, who in Indianapolis just came off a barely beating the Chargers. Barely beating the Chargers. Again, Mike McCoy blowing another lead. Here's Brock. Come on. That's freaking fantastic. That's bread in the freaking biscuit there. And the dude's got to catch the football. Will Fuller got to catch football, man. But geez, man. This game's equivalent to like pulling a Mack truck. Maybe pulling a Mack truck with like 30 people. And maybe you only get like maybe 0.2 miles in like an hour. That's kind of how this offense went. But, it shouldn't be indicative of the rest of the ball games, that's for sure. We can only hope. or Texans fans can only hope. Just ball control game. It's just Belichick just slowly killing people, and that's what he does. Come on. There's 4 throws in this game where people who didn't watch this game, it's Thursday night. I want to go out with my friends. Patriots are winning so much again. No one's watching this. Like, people are tuning out the game already. But, like, look at that. To Jalen Strong. Like a 15-yard ball where only his guy can get it. So, the people, the Brock Osweiler still overrated crowd, he's not. Because the guy can make freaking big-time throws like this one. And I really hope that he can prove the doubters wrong. I hope so. It'd be fun to be right, wouldn't it? But I'll admit if Brock struggles. The problem is with Brock is his eyes got to move better. He's not fast. He needs good protection. He didn't get perfect protection. He needs very, very good protection. And I would have liked to see more deep balls, even in the double coverage. Throw it up to this guy, because this guy, Mr. Hop, is one of the best in the game, and probably the most athletic in terms of how he can make catches. Right up there with ODB. So now they're moving, and this is frustrating. You gotta beat this right here. When the Pats are stacking the box, they throw a blitz at him, so he has to dump it off to the fullback. This is kind of a crucial part of the game. Totally get going for it, and that's an incredible play by Malcolm Butler there, just reading coverage. What a tough day, huh? What a tough day. Yeah, now the footwork gets terrible. I can't, defend this. This is him going off the rails, off the tracks, man. This is a dude that's just mentally broken down at this point. He's just walking on eggshells back there in the pocket, running like a rat stuck in a metal crowbar, man, just running around, going wild. Um, and then Shane Hannibal Lecter. A lot of Lecter tonight. Good news, 11 days to prepare for Mike Malarkey. 11 days to prepare for Malarkey. Last drive I'll show you guys of the day. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We still got a couple more vids to come up this week. A lot of quarterback reviews from week 3. A very interesting week in the NFL. Learned a lot of things about some particular teams. We learned who might be a contender. Minnesota, Philadelphia stepping up and getting some W's. Cowboys, beating Chicago like expected. Niners, Cowboys, really interested to see that if Gabbert can bounce back. And I know we have people that are interested in the Cowboys and Niners and try to throw up some vids later this week on their teams as well. Last drive here. Can you get a draw play? Might as well throw the ball at this juncture. And there's the shot. And that essentially seals the deal for the New England Patriots. Masters of craft. And they got to bounce back, Houston. They got to bounce back versus Tennessee. 4.5-point favorites at this time. We'll see if Houston can do that next week and take control of that division. Thanks for hanging, guys. Thanks for hanging, y'all. And we will see you later, Rover Sports.